Let's take a quick peek at some of the new things you can do with the custom metadata panel when working in InDesign. It's pretty common that folks will link items when they're working with InDesign. And here's an example of a placed item here. It's a JPEG file, but you can also see that this thing is a linked asset. So it's in AEM Assets. This is actually a checked out asset, and I know this because I can see its full metadata here. But if I go to Adobe Asset Link and I cancel my checkout here, so if I now say cancel checkout, we're going to just cancel it. What that's going to do is change the situation for me. So if I go back over here and I go to custom metadata and I take a look at this thing, now it's unavailable locally. But what I can do is I can now go and I can view it in AEM. So it's going to crack open AEM and it will have me sign in. Let's hope it's going to work here. It looks like it's going to do it. And it's going to load up and it will take me to the viewer for that specific asset. Let's try this again. Now we're looking at the asset as it appears in AEM, and it's got all of that metadata that we saw on in the custom metadata panel, but it's also got AEM specific metadata here because, again, we're looking at it in AEM. So that's one new thing that you can do, is go and see the asset directly inside of AEM. Another thing that we can see here often on the link, or another type of file that we see linked fairly frequently, are cloud documents. Sorry, our library items. And this is a library item. You can see it up there. And it's also something that is built in Illustrator. And because it's an Illustrator file, it's possible to open that item in the library and open it directly from the custom metadata panel. So we can't show you the metadata for it directly, but we can allow you to open it for editing. So if you click on this right here, it's going to open it in this case, Illustrator, and you'll be able to use custom metadata to take a look at the metadata and make any adjustments that you want. The last thing that we've added here is Cloud Docs. So this is a placed Cloud Doc, and you see it's got a little cloud icon there. And Cloud Docs are their own thing, right? They're not exactly the same as a Photoshop file, for instance, or as an InDesign or an Illustrator file. And as of this recording, the only things that I can see I can place into InDesign are Photoshop and InDesign Cloud Docs. And so if we go over to custom metadata, we'll see that this is a linked cloud document, but it knows that it's Photoshop, and we have a way that we can open it directly in Photoshop. And this is actually quite different from what you see here, because there's no way to open that file in directly from InDesign. If I right click on it, right, even if I go to try and locate and edit, there's no edit option here. And so what we've done is we've created a button that allows you to go and open this linked cloud doc in Photoshop. So we'll go and we'll tap on this. Now Photoshop, for whatever reason, stays in the background. So if I go over to Photoshop, here it is. It's open in Photoshop, and I can now manipulate metadata and so on in this linked cloud document. So there you have it, folks. 3 new things that you can do with custom metadata related to linked assets in InDesign.